Hey guys.
All right, guys, we just got home from a pale horse named Death. They were performing tonight in the great city of Toronto. So this is their second last stop. They're going to play one more show in Pennsylvania, I believe, somewhere in Pennsylvania. This is their second last stop on this really short East Coast North American tour. They play a bunch of shows in the U.S., a bunch of shows in Canada, all in the East Coast. But we're not here to really go into those details because we don't know what happened at those shows. We only know
Yeah.
what happened at the show here in Toronto that we just witnessed. Now, I know the band, I know their sound. They have 3 albums. I did an album review for the latest album. So I went in knowing exactly what to expect, at least what to expect from what I heard from the studio. I'd never seen them live. They've never played in Toronto live. They actually said that today at the show that this was their first time playing in Toronto, first time
Yeah.
playing in Canada as a band. So I knew what to expect from a sound perspective coming from the studio, not what to expect from a live performance. But you didn't know what to expect regardless,
No,
because this was
I
your
know.
first time
I
listening
knew.
to the band.
I was expecting like a kind of Paradise Lost because you were telling me they were kind of like Paradise
I told
Lost,
you they're a little bit of goth
and the lead
doom
singer, and
metal.
you said that the lead singer was the drummer from Typo Negative. So I
Typo
was also
Negative, yeah.
expecting a
And
little
Life
bit of
Life of Agony as well.
yeah. So I was also expecting a little bit of Typo Negative in there, which they were. They were like a little. They were a love child of Typo Negative and Paradise
I
Lost.
think you get a little bit of those two worlds.
Yeah,
Some songs you get more of one, some songs you get more of the other.
but
If
it's depressing as hell.
depressing, I think
He even said before he started the song, he's like, I was gonna hand out razor blades, but I don't have enough.
yeah, we ran out. He said we
Yeah,
ran out. That got me thinking. If they were selling razor blades at the venue, there would be an absolute mass suicide after the show. I'm not saying the show was depressive because the music was not good. I'm saying the show was really good. The music is really good, but the music
yeah,
has a depressive tone to it. I mean, but that's what you expect from that style of band and from that genre, right? That's what you're expecting. But I thought it was funny that he mentioned that, like he brought it to the forefront. So I thought that
yeah.
was kind of funny. Let me say this about the show. I was disappointed with the crowd that showed up. I know they were thanking everybody for coming out to the show because this
They
is
were very nice.
very nice, thanking everybody. And they were thanking because that's when they said that this is their first time playing in Toronto, first time playing in Canada, first time playing shows in Canada. So I know they were excited to play the show, and I know they're excited to be in Toronto. But they deserved, for the kind of performance, for the kind of band, for the kind of show that they put on, they deserved like 10 times the amount of people. There were maybe
We
just
we've
over 100 there,
we've been to the Rockpile where it's been packed.
and we've been
Today,
there when it's been even less.
well, but today it wasn't packed at all.
No, I was expecting more
There
people,
was
to be
there was
honest
probably
with you.
less than 100 people there.
No, no. So I counted actually. I actually took the time. There was just a little bit over 100 in attendance. So, but what I'm saying is they deserved like 300, 400,
Yeah,
500 because they're absolutely stellar musicians, stellar show, really quality from the beginning to the end. I really like the interaction that Sal does with the audience in between songs. It breaks the mood because let
the
me put it
song
this
is so
way: the
depressing,
song.
but then he comes out and he's so jolly and happy.
Exactly. I was just going to say that. The songs are so depressive. They're so down. They're so doomed. You know what I mean? Like,
And then he
so,
stops and he's like,
and then he cracks
"It's
some
so
jokes in
hot."
between.
Yeah,
But you need that because, like, absolute people would start
crying.
crying or committing suicide during the set if you don't have something that brings the mood back up again.
And
Because
one of those things was doing like little covers, like he did "Come as You Are."
he did a little bit of just like the
The
opening riffs,
Yeah,
just enough like as a teaser. I like that. I like the fact that he threw that in there because it kind of wakes up the audience a little bit. You know what I mean? It sparks your attention because it was a heavier version of "Come as You Are," so it kind of sparks the attention. I was really happy that they played "Vultures" from the new album. It's one of my favorite songs on the new album. So I'm really happy that they played that song. I would have walked out of the show feeling disappointed if that song was not part of the set list because that's one of my absolute favorite songs on the new album. So I was really happy that they played that, and I was really happy with how it sounded. It sounded really good live, but I'm going to say this: "Die Alone" was my favorite song of the set. I mean, it's my favorite song of the band. That was my favorite song on the set. I didn't know how a song as depressive as "Die Alone," which obviously the title says it all. It's about you
yeah.
dying alone. Um, I didn't know how that song was going to transport itself from the studio to live, it was really good live. It was really good. The mood in the room when that song was being played, you could cut not the tension because there was no tension, but you could cut the somber feel that the room had with a knife.
Yeah.
That song was absolutely magnificent live. I really loved it. I really loved it, and all of them incredible musicians, and the way they extended certain songs, the way they added a few
drawing them out,
make them even more slower, more drawn out.
Yeah.
Man, they did a beautiful job transporting their music from the studio to the live set and make that set really work and really work with the crowd. Like I said, to me, the only thing, it's not their fault. The only thing is, I wish there were at least 300 more people there to witness this show, because this is, first of all, this band is really good, really good. There's no soft spots, really good band, and they put on an incredible performance. And I just feel like there should have been more eyeballs there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't think the shows at the Rockpile get enough promotion. It's really dependent on the band to do the promotion. The venue doesn't really do any promotion whatsoever. And I feel like that it really hurts certain bands, specifically bands that don't have a huge following. Like if you're a band already established, it's a different thing. But if you're not, it really hurts them. And a show like this perhaps goes unnoticed because some people may not have gone because they didn't know it was even happening. You know what I mean? By the way, you should get bands in town and then enter all your favorite bands there. That way you get an alert anytime a band is playing in your area. That's what I do. That's how I found out about all the shows. It's through bands in town. Shout out to bands in town. All right.
It's not a paid sponsor.
No, it's not a big sponsor. They don't know who the hell we are. But I use that app all the time because it's really convenient. Because it tells you exactly where they're playing, when they're playing. You know, it's really good. I really like that app.
Bands in town, get in touch.
For what?
For
sponsorship?
We're giving them so much publicity.
No, it's a listen. It's a really good app.
Yeah.
A lot of shows I find out about them through the app. If it wasn't for the app, I would have no clue the band is playing.
Most of the Rockpile shows.
Yeah, otherwise I would have no idea. All right, is there anything else you want to say about the show tonight? Because the show was really good, but it's really late.
It is really late, and we did talk about. We talked about the band. We didn't talk about any of the bands before.
There were 3 bands before, but we just wanted to concentrate on Pale Horse Named Death.
Yeah.
They were the headliners, and let's face the facts. We didn't go there for the opening acts. We really went there to see them.
Yeah.
I'm glad I dragged you to this show because you didn't really know much about the band besides what I told you to expect.
But that kind of,
but at least
caught my attention.
Exactly, and at least you didn't go there not knowing what you were getting into. You kind of had an idea. But I think you enjoyed yourself. I saw you headbanging, and I thought you really enjoyed yourself. I really enjoyed myself, and we never know what's the next time you're going to see these guys. So yeah. I'm really glad we went out and we catch them. If you guys have a chance to ever see this band live, my recommendation is go see them because they really put on a really good show. And even if it gets a little depressing, they have the perfect sparkles of comedy in between songs to kind of lift up the mood, if you will.
Yeah.
Before they hit you with another dose of depression. You kind of go like depression, happiness, depression, happiness. That's kind of how it goes through their set. I really like that because it was nice interaction with the audience. It got you to laugh a little bit in between extremely depressing songs. So, all right, guys, this was it. This was a Pale Horse Named Death in the city of Toronto. We will be back tomorrow on the channel with some more videos, all right? Take care, guys.
See ya.